Coach, you had a 4-point lead, 3:35 left, and it just was very difficult to score the basketball after that. What did you see offensively? Why was it so difficult?
We got to execute better at the end of games, and we had a few chances where we got good looks, and we just got to make them.
3-point line, big difference again. They had 19, you had 10, and it's just tough to overcome minus 27 when the volume is that high, is not?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. We got to get there and contest some of those shots, especially it was more so the passes that Ben Simmons made where we know that his tendency is to try to just draw you so he can kick for open threes. But overall, I loved our effort. I loved the team that went out on the floor today. We competed. Those guys played together. They did a lot of what we asked them to do. And I know they're tired of me saying this, but there's a lot of positives to take out of this game and a lot to build from. And we came up short. It sucks. It hurts. We'll feel it tonight, and then tomorrow when we come back in, we'll get right back after it.
One of those positives was Yves Missi. Again, very young career, but it was a career night for him, and it was really good to see him do it on both ends of the floor.
For sure. Huge bounce-back game for Yves. He and I spoke about the Orlando game, and he wanted to come in tonight and really let his presence be felt. And the biggest thing that he did is he competed on both ends of the floor. And when he comes in and he plays like that for our team, it gives us a huge boost.
Did you feel like you got looks that you wanted in the final 3 minutes?
We got some tough. We took some tough ones in the final 3 minutes. So, we were trying to get into a position where we were, going after some of their weaker defenders, but we were slow. They put their hands on us. The same story. And we have to be able to sustain getting the ball over, executing, and then you can get the looks that you wanted. But we took a few tough ones.
Yeah, I mean, why do you think that happened tonight? Where, I guess you didn't quite execute in the way you wanted to.
We'll go back and watch it and talk about it as a team and see where we are from there. But we just took some tough ones.
Yeah, and then Trey Murphy, his season debut. What did you see out of him tonight?
Good to have him back on the floor. A little bit of rust, but he played through it, played hard. It was a spark for our team. He's another guy that can open the floor for us, and we expect that Trey will continue to get better as the season progresses.
Well, what's kind of your message to the team, especially with this tough stretch coming up next?
Stay steady. Whatever we were doing before this, let's continue to do it. Let's continue to stay together. I've said it many of times here, but adversity is a part of life. And right now we're in it as a team with the amount of guys that we have down. We don't like it. Nobody in the NBA likes it, but it's a part of some of the things that you go through. And there's always a lesson to learn out of this. And we'll stay together, stay after it, and eventually it'll turn in our favor.
Do you think this team is still staying together? Or you feel like they're receiving that message?
Yeah, they are. I mean, we got a bunch of high-character guys in our locker room, and they make it easy to walk into practice even after tough losses. Those guys are locked in. They're watching film. The music is playing, and they understand that we've all been through this before, and we'll continue to grind it out and get through it together.
At the end of games, what's the balance between finding the right matchup, finding the right mismatch, or just running like your normal base offense?
Well, for us, the balance is, as we're studying in the game situations, is get the ball in your best player's hands as soon as you can and get them into an action as soon as you can. And those are some of the things that we were kind of trying to accomplish tonight. Didn't do a great job of it, but we'll continue to get better at it.
And tonight you guys were 4 of 25 on 2-point shots that were just outside the rim, but in the paint. Those have historically been shots I feel like you guys are comfortable with, but this year for whatever reason you're not particularly efficient in that range. Is that something you're hoping to take a deeper look at, maybe move away from that, or maybe do something different and get, I guess, better looks in those ranges?
Yeah, we definitely want quality shots across the board. And quality for us is, paint, short paint shots, rim shots, threes. And so those are the shots that we want. But, with the guys that's on the floor, there's times where we're forced into taking some tough ones. And we, as best we can, we'll continue to watch it, continue to talk to our guys about the quality shots that we want and try to go after those.
I know this isn't a flattering stat, but so far you guys haven't won the quote-unquote shot profile battle in the game yet when it comes to just looking at rim and three rate opponent versus your rate.
Yeah.
You guys have yet to win that. Just what are your thoughts on that? Is that something you want to prioritize, normalizing a little bit? Do you feel like, it's a product of injuries as well? And just, I guess, what are your thoughts on that particular stat?
My thoughts on it is that you're right. We all know that as a team. We talked about it as a group that we're 30th in rim and three. And so we'll continue to watch it on film, continue to work on it in practice and in shoot-arounds, and work with our young guys on how important it is to go out and try to search for those quality shots. And when we take them, it looks good. When we don't, they lead to, transition points, things like that. So we're working on it, and it'll be more helpful when we get our full roster. Right now, we've got a lot of young guys that we're working, teaching, and growing, and we'll continue to do that. All right, thank you.